Okay, you are completing this constructed response first. You can use this video to listen to it as you read it. Um, I would either split your screen or this should go ahead and play while you have the words in front of you, or you can just watch it while I read it. Okay, London, England. Sir Nicholas Winton died in 2015 at the age of 106. When he died, he was seen as a hero, but his story almost went untold. It was only thanks to his wife finding an old scrapbook of his that others learned of Winton's life saving efforts during the Holocaust. During the Holocaust, people were taken from their homes by Adolf Hitler's Third Reich or Nazi Germany. The Nazis invaded other nations. They also wanted to destroy Jewish people. Millions of Jewish people were transported to concentration camps. There, they were forced to work. Eventually, they were killed. Anyone who stood up to Nazi Germany was punished. Still, people risked their lives to save Jewish people. Among them was Nicholas Winton. He saved hundreds of children. Winton's efforts began in 1938. He was living in Britain. He grew concerned about what was happening. Germany had moved into Austria and seized the neighboring Sudetenland. Thousands of people, mainly Jews or people against the Nazis, had already been displaced from their homes. Winton felt that Jews in Germany, Austria, and Czechoslovakia were in danger. World War II did start shortly thereafter in 1939. In Britain, people had already been working to rescue Jewish children who were from Germany and Austria. Winton wanted to begin a rescue operation for the children of Czechoslovakia. As word of his efforts spread, thousands of parents lined up. They begged Winton to save their children. The British government said Winton could bring the children into the country, but he had to first arrange for foster homes. He also needed enough funds to allow each child to return home after the war. Winton drew up lists of some 6,000 children. He published their photographs to encourage British families to take them in. He arranged trains and ferries to take the children across the North Sea. He also got the money he needed. Winton rescued 669 children before the war broke out. The largest rescue was scheduled for September 3rd, 1939, the day that Britain declared war on Germany. That train never left. None of the 250 children trying to flee that day lived through the war. During the war, Winton served in the Royal Air Force. After the war, he married and raised a family. But for almost 50 years, he did not speak of his rescue efforts. There are all kinds of things you don't talk about, even with your family, Winton said in 1999. In 1988, Winton's wife, Greet, found a scrapbook in their attic. It had names and photos of the children he had saved. She convinced him to share his story. From there, news of Winton's work spread. In February 1988, Winton attended a live taping of a British TV show about his rescue. The most moving moment of the show was a shock to Winton. Is there anyone in our audience tonight who owes his or her life to Nicholas Winton? The host asked. All around Winton, more than 30 men and women rose to their feet. Winton stood to greet them. He wiped tears from his eyes. Winton's story received worldwide attention. Winton was knighted by Queen Elizabeth II in 2003. Winton was also honored in the Czech Republic. A statue of Winton stands at Prague's Central Station. There has also been films and books that tell his story. People have called him a hero. He said that he only acted ethically, but that was exactly what drew praise from leaders worldwide upon his death. The world has lost a great man, said British leader David Cameron. This information is from this story came from AP. Holocaust text dependent prompt. Read the prompt, I just read it to you. Please use complete sentences and citing textual evidence. Greek format. Explain how Nicholas Winton was able to save 669 children during the Holocaust. Was Winton a hero? Why or why not? Use facts and details from the news story to back up your answer. You will begin typing on your document right here. Use the sentence starters that are written up on the board to help you through this. After you are done with this, make sure you hit turn in, and then you may join the Google Meet with me if you have any questions on what you are working on today. This needs to be finished first.